architects, barbers, even cosmetologists, entrepreneurship and knowledge, bringing all of this.
Hello, and welcome to Beyond the Chairs podcast. My name is Ericka Chancellor, your host, and today we have Ericka. Yes, two Erickas in the house. I'm spelled with a C and a K. And,
I'm spelled with a C.
And she just spelled with a C. So
Some
yeah.
people spell it with a K.
Yeah. Some people spell it with a K too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Yay.
Glad to have you here.
I made it. I love your show.
Thank you. You hear this, y'all?
It's great.
She said she love it.
Yeah.
Y'all better tune in, follow, subscribe, all of that. Thanks for coming. And also you were at my first Beyond the Chair event.
Yes, I was. And I love that too.
Did you love that as well?
Yeah, I'm a little upset I didn't get them AirPods though.
You didn't get no AirPods? You did? You don't say that.
I got a flat iron though, so it worked for me because I used
it because I
hair.
gave that first show I gave away a lot of gifts.
Good gifts.
I had a lot of gifts.
You had some.
I had
good
a lot
gifts.
of time to
and
marinate on that
that
show.
Food was good too.
Yeah, food was good.
It was a good show.
I had good feedback from that show.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Yep,
really
I was really
nice.
happy about that show. I'm trying to get them going again.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hopefully I can get them going again.
Mm-hmm.
Once they kick us out of quarantine, right? In these masks.
We're not out. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I want to have a show with mask.
No, it's hard. You can't hear nobody.
Like how do you have a show with mask?
Mm-hmm. It's the hardest thing ever.
No, I don't think I would want to have that. I don't think I would want to have that. So I'm trying to see when they gonna let up all these, because LA County is still unlawful for you to not wear a mask when you're out in public. So,
and I still think once they let that go, people still gonna wear a mask.
Some people, will choose to, but I think that it should be at that point an option. Yeah, because other counties are having options. So speaking of quarantine, how has it affected your business? I know for me, I kind of tried to do a little bit of work under the table, if I must say, because I have a small facility though. Yeah. So it's much different from facilities that you have 4 or 5 stylists in there.
And it's a perfect space. You have your social distance.
Yeah, I can social distance in here all day. We wear our mask. Hey, we ain't messing up.
For me, the only way it affected my business is because I wasn't working. I've been doing hair for 9 years, so consistently, haven't stopped. Even when I was pregnant, I was still doing hair up until my pregnancy. So, to be in a situation to where you are forcefully not able to work, that it crushed me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not seeing my coworkers every day. I love seeing them. We have a good time. I'm not seeing my clients, catching up with them. But that's the only way that it affected me. But it also had its pros to it. I'm spending more time with my daughter. She's 2. And me being at work all the time, we wasn't having too much interaction because I'm always at work. So when she see me, it was nighttime, we're going to sleep, or I'm picking her up from her grandmother's house. But we had that time to spend together, and I'm cooking, and I'm going different places. Like, we went to the beach and stuff like that. And we still kept our daily life of just doing stuff. But I did love being at home and watching all the Netflix shows.
Yes, definitely. Oh my gosh, I watched
all on Hulu. I watched so many shows. I'm like, you know what? This ain't bad. This ain't bad.
I know for me, hair is like therapy.
Yes, it is.
And
oh my God.
So me not being able to do it, I was just out of my zone.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I probably picked up some bad habits.
I definitely did. I was like, I need to stop drinking this wine. I need to put this bottle down. I'm drinking every damn day. Hold on. I'm about to go to AA meetings by the time I'm done.
So I know it was hard. It was hard.
Yeah,
especially like you said, it was
9
years straight.
Yeah,
just always in somebody's head.
Yes, and just going to work is a way to just breathe and just release all the stress, especially when you're passionate about it. This is your escape. Just going to work and doing what you love to do. So it's just, now you're in the house, and if you do decide to go out the house, you gotta make sure you got your mask on, make sure you got your hand sanitizer, and now you feel like if you go out, just the virus is just flying on you or something. Like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh my God, like I don't know what to think. And when I step out the house, so now you just having all these worries and all these precautions going through your head. I mean, this should be like this in general. Before quarantine, we should have been taking care of ourselves, making sure that we're clean and making sure that we're washing our hands and sanitizing our hands. That should be first things first. But now it just makes people more aware of really doing it. Being clean. Yeah, so it has its pros and cons to it, but I hope, everyone took a positive note from this. Yes. On just, staying in touch with friends, staying in touch with family, keeping your body clean, keeping your hands clean. You make sure your children are clean, because children touch any and everything. Ooh, yes. So that's first things first. Right yeah. Like even with my daughter, when she wear a mask, we go in a store and she don't want it on for long, and she end up taking it off. And it's hard to have children keep the name, may I ask? Wisdom. Her name is Wisdom. Yeah, that's my baby. She's so funny. Yeah, she's hilarious. I love her. So it's been great. I haven't really felt any bad side about it, because I found ways to still stay relevant in the hair industry too. And that was with making hair tutorials or just learning how to braid. I never knew how to braid, so so I'm learning how to braid. So I was like, okay, cool. I picked up a new skill during quarantine, so that's just how I kept myself busy during this time, and now we back open. So it's been good.
I'm so happy it's upon us.
Yeah. I'm super excited.
Oh my gosh. So I mean, if it wasn't for one thing, here it is another.
Girl.
Mr. George Floyd.
Yes.
So now we got another situation thrown into the pot along with the coronavirus. And that is this whole systematic verbal, mental racism thing that we're having to deal with. And it's not that we're just having to deal with it, it's just that it just keeps getting swept under the rug. Yeah. And you're not going to be able to hide this kind of stuff.
No. It's very, very unfortunate that, he had to lose his life that way, and for us to see it. And I was talking to my best friend about it. We've been talking about it and just different views and different sides from it and everything. And it's very heavy. It's been heavy on my heart. It's been heavy on my mind, because I have boys that I have to raise. I have a daughter I have to raise, and I have a husband I have to protect. And that's important for me. And, my husband is in the field he's a security guard.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and that's another step of being a police officer, because he's an armed security guard.
So he can be even mistaken for one.
Yeah, and he takes his job very serious. He don't play. And I'll always say, like, I wouldn't call the police. I'm gonna call my husband first, because he is the police. But it's crazy that this virus is going on, and now we in a racial war. But the racial war has always and forever been around. Different viruses have always been around, but now it's a time we are experiencing it. I'm only 27. So it's just like, wow, to really be in tune with this, and it's very
experience it
awakening
in your lifetime.
Yes, and I'm just like, it really crushed me. I did go to one of the protests, and it was very powerful. I loved it. I think it's a great thing that we're all getting out there, and I'm all for the Black Lives Movement. Okay. I'm all for it. But one thing that stands out to me is that you know, we all say Black Lives Matter, you know, we're here for it, but people exempt of, they take out which Black lives, you know? It's all Black Lives Matter until you are a gay Black man, a gay Black woman, until you are a gay trans woman. And I think that's unfair to say all Black Lives Matter, but this circle don't. It's how can you say that? How can you, rather you agree on their decision on what they want to do with their lives or not? Don't say all Black lives matter, but not the LGBT community don't. They don't matter. They don't need our protection. That's unfair.
Yeah.
Because everybody needs protection. You know, every woman needs protection. Every man needs protection, rather their gender or not, or what they choose to do with their lives or not. You know, the whole purpose of protesting and fighting for our rights is for everyone.
Right.
You know, for all the Black Lives Matter.
I didn't look at it as that.
Yeah, because it's very heavy. I posted, I had a shirt that I recently bought, and it said, protect Black hood girls, protect weird girls, protect trans Black girls, protect all Black girls. And I had someone comment on my page and say, trans Black girls, AKA men, don't need protection. They don't need a masculine man to protect them. That made me upset.
Wow.
Because I said, rather whatever gender they choose to be, you know, all women, all men need protection. You need protection. I need protection. Just because they choose to be a transgender doesn't mean that you stop loving them or stop caring about them or stop protecting them.
Definitely.
Everyone needs protection. So don't say Black Lives Matter, you know, we're here for the Black lives. Oh, but when it's Black trans genders or Black gays, y'all don't matter. That's unfair. So we can't say all Black Lives Matter, but exempt those
because
certain kind.
Yes,
that's unfair. Yeah, that's their personal life. However they choose to live their life, that's fine. But this is just my opinion. I can't speak on how everyone feels, but
that's what I'm asking for.
But I just feel like it's very important because I have Black gay friends. Okay. You know, I'm not a racist. I'm not against, you know, trans women, or I'm not against Black gay men, or whatever the case may be. Okay. I'm for it all. Right. You know, I support it all. And right is right and wrong is wrong.
God judges all. That's it.
That's the only person, you know?
One more time. Ericka, move your hair. That's what it is.
Oh, it's her hair?
Bring that on that side.
You want to bring, you want it from,
There you go. Move.
Put it back, it's fine. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
So is it
Okay.
Keep going. Okay.
So that's my opinion, and
yeah, because what was you saying? God is gonna judge.
Yeah, that's the
and yeah.
Main
Have you ever
person.
experienced any racial tension, racial situations?
I remember this one time I was in Hollywood. I just got off work with a few friends and we were gonna have brunch. So I was like, let's go to the store and go get some champagne. Okay. Mind you, I brought like 5 bottles of champagne. Don't judge me. Okay. I brought 5 bottles of champagne, and the lady, she only used 1 bag. And I said, hey, can you give me another bag? She threw the bag at me. Literally, oh my God, I could just call my friend. And I was like, did you see that? I wanted to go off. And I was like, well, can you put the bottles in the bag? And she was like, I already gave you a free bag. And
I asked what nationality this young lady was?
I believe she was either Indian, Pakistan, around that group. Now, could I say if that was racism? I'm not sure, but I just feel like when people cross that side of life over there in the Hollywood area, they tend to act a certain way as if you are no good. Like, I don't, and that's how I took it personally. I took it as if, you know, I was no good because I don't know. I just felt like
no value.
Yeah.
Devalued.
That's how I felt. And that's definitely how I took it. And the whole time while I was in the store, she was staring at me. While I was in the store, she was staring at me and my friends and things like that. And I'm like, lady, we are up in here just shopping.
And this is what I'm talking. This is what we deal with. See, people don't understand that literally it could just be going to the store.
Yeah.
And you have to deal with somebody that hates you, that looks at you and they hate you for no reason.
And that's what I felt. I felt like she looked at me as if I was just the minority on the bottom and I have no value. Listen, I already gave you one bag. Here's your other bag. What more do you need?
Exactly.
And that's how
why are you asking me for something? Just get out of here. But yet, you want my money.
You want my money.
You want my money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want my money because you're in my neighborhood.
Yeah, and my friend was like, she was like, this is why I'm gonna stay in the hood. And that's what she said. She was like, because people over here treat you a certain way as if you are no good. But people in the hood would give you love all day and make sure you got everything that you need.
The ones that's been trained.
Yeah.
We didn't have to get them like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just like,
you're not
oh
gonna
my
be
God.
in our neighborhood and not gonna be treating us a certain
Most definitely.
way.
Especially if we giving our dollars.
Yeah. You're not gonna be in our neighborhood to do that. So yeah, we didn't train. Yeah, some of them stores ain't open.
No.
That was acting like that in this neighborhood. That's probably before y'all was born. But yeah, anyway. So beyond the chair, taking your business beyond the chair, do you think it's important to do that? And what I mean by that is like, you know, we work hours behind the chair doing hair, but do you think it's important to do more than just doing hair when it comes to this business?
I think so. I think it's very important. Because we do hair, this is a multi-million-dollar business and it could go so far. It's always important to have multiple incomes. It's very, very important just to venture out and do different things rather that, and that's what I'm learning. That's what I'm learning to do. I'm learning to have other things in other than just doing hair, or rather, if that's still in the hair world, as having retail or creating your own product or things like that. But I think it's very important rather than just doing hair, because you want to have multiple incomes all the way around. That's how you become a millionaire. That's how and
I just think that
keep generating the money.
Us multiple gifts.
Yes,
God
most definitely.
Give you one gift and say, "Oh, go do hair."
Yeah.
That's gonna
We're
be
creators.
Exactly.
We're creators.
He gives you multiple gifts. And you know the story about the talent and burying your talent.
Yes.
And multiplying your talent.
Yes, it's very important.
It's very important to multiply your talent.
Especially right now. Especially,
because we couldn't do hair. So now what? Now
right.
So if you have another thing that you could have tapped into, you were able to still make money.
Yes. So. And that's what I've been looking at. I'm like, well, I want to have multiple incomes so I can be able to provide these things for my family. What am I going to do, and what can I do that can generate income? And that basically, because I want to be able to just be at home in my bed and the money is boom, boom. Rather if that's opening up a small business or things like that, and that's what I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about opening up a salon. No time soon, but I have to build the foundation now and for me to do so later in the future.
Sure,
so that is my goal on what I want to do.
I suggest that you try to own your building.
Yes.
Don't go from one lease to another lease.
Yes.
Try to own your commercial building.
Yes.
So get something small enough or big enough where you can own that portion of the pie.
Yeah. So it's very important to go beyond the chair.
Yes, definitely.
It is.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. How do you think we can keep the integrity of the business? So I know that for some people, for instance, working in the business without a license is fine with them. Mm-hmm. They can roll with it, you know, or having a person work in their salon without a license.
Yeah.
They can roll with it, you know, because it's about the money.
Yeah.
So how do you feel that we can keep the integrity of the business instead of looking at it for just the money?
First things first, having people that are passionate about the business. You know, because I take it very offensive, and that's just me. I take it offensive when people take my career as a joke.
Yes.
Don't take it as a joke. Yes. Don't sit here and try to start wanting to do hair just to make some money, but not be passionate behind it. No,
or not even go get the skill level to do so.
Yeah. Don't rob these people of their money because you want money and you like, oh, I'm gonna learn how to do a ponytail today and I'm gonna charge $100. No, don't do that. Do not take my business for granted because I take it very serious. I went to school for it. I've been to state board for it, and it's hard work. It's not easy. So when you feel like you could pick up a comb and do hair and then go charge $200 like it's nothing.
Because it's more than just putting a ponytail on somebody's head.
It's way more than that. You gotta, you learning each and every person's hair texture.
See?
You are learning different products will work for different people's hair texture.
See?
You know, you're learning different shampoos that work with different hair textures.
See?
So everything is a step. Everything is a step. Even as something small as each comb.
Yes.
Each comb do something different.
Use to smooth those edges or make that ponytail slick. Or
While I'm on one client, I'm probably using about 4 combs.
Yes.
Because I have to do something different for each one. When I'm doing a haircut, I'm using about 2 to 3 different shears.
Yes.
On one, this is just one person. So, you know, in order to keep the integrity of the business, I think it's just having passion behind it, making sure that, you know, even if you are a salon owner, making sure that the people that is in your salon means business, that takes it serious, you know, because that's important. And this even goes back to the virus. We go to school to learn about these things and how to, you know, make sure we are disinfecting and staying sanitized and keeping our stations and keeping our business clean.
Protecting our clients.
So it's very important. Yes. So sure. That's the way of keeping the integrity behind our business. It's just having the passion, because it, you know, having a passion for something goes so far. Yes, it goes so far. If the people that's working,
when you passionate
and the people that's working in your salon, if they don't have passion in what they do, they're going to treat your salon like it's nothing.
It's true.
You know,
it's
so
true. Definitely.
And the way I look at it is, I have passion in what I do. Since I have passion in what I do, I'm going to make sure I take care of myself. I'm going to make sure I take care of my clients properly, and I'm going to make sure I take care of, you know, my station properly, and even just salon needs, whatever, you know, that's my thing. I have to treat it as if it's my salon. And what would I want my salon to look like, and how well I want my salon to be clean. So that's important. It's the passion behind it.
Yes, always throwing yourself in that situation.
Yeah, you have to.
Side of the coin.
You have to.
Yes,
it's important.
So, we have an audience question. And the audience question is, what age do you think it's appropriate to give a child a relaxer? Ooh! You already know that this is like, you.
Let me tell y'all.
African Americans, y'all listen in on this because some of y'all tripping.
No age. I don't think so. I don't think it's an age. No.
No?
I don't know.
What about the ones that just have this 4C tightly kinky hair that you just tired of dealing with, and she don't want to get her hair combed every day, and that would just be the easiest thing to do to make your life easy?
Well, I don't.
I just want you to tell the truth and tell it like it is.
I don't have an age, like an age number. I think it's important just to take care of your child's hair so that don't have to happen. Because say if you put a relaxer on this child hair and she's 6, next thing you know, it's gonna. And if you're not, it's not just about putting a relaxer on and boom, you ain't got nothing to do. It's easy. You gotta put the relaxer on and still take care of that hair. Keep up with the shampoos. Make sure you combing it properly.
Neutralizer.
Yes, all of that. It's not just I want to put a relaxer in my hair and just make it easy.
And then you think it's gonna make the problems go away.
You still have to have the hair care.
You do, and I think training the hair is important.
Yes,
more so than just putting a relaxer on to make it straight.
Yes,
training your child to sit there. So you should be doing this early.
Yep.
Combing their hair, sitting down, having them sit there and have the brush go through it.
Yeah, and that's why they screaming and crying, because they not used to it. You know, my daughter's 2. She do cry while I'm doing her hair, but I have to shape her right now. So when she do get about 5 and 6 and I take her to the salon and shampoo her hair, she just leaning back like a princess and just, you know, accepting it, because she's been getting it done since she was 1, really.
Exactly.
So putting chemicals on children's hair, I really don't suggest it, because they are still growing. Things, you know, what their hair may be right now might not be when they get older.
It's definitely gonna change.
And the thing about it, like I said, you just can't put a relaxer on, because once you just put that relaxer on and you still not taking care of it, boom, hair fell out. And now you want to blame the hairstylist.
Yes.
But after that relaxer, did you make sure you combing it, make sure you breaking it down and doing a deep conditioning and things like that? You know, because everybody want to put everything on a hairstylist.
Exactly.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes they do.
We take a lot of the blame for
sometimes you do, but you know, you still have to take care of that child's hair.
Yes.
And adults too. Adults, you know, feel like putting a relaxer on is just easy breezy.
Yeah.
Only way I suggest relaxer is if I'm doing a pixie cut.
A pixie.
Other than that,
and then if you're gonna be in the salon every 2 weeks or every week, then you can get a relaxer, because it takes maintenance.
It sure do.
It takes maintenance.
It sure do. It take more maintenance than getting wearing your hair natural, getting the weave and things like that. So I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put a relaxer on a child's hair. I can't. Oh God, I can't.
Wouldn't.
Especially if she's not my consistent client.
How many people relax their
I am sure. I am. Oh my God.
Especially in the South.
Ooh.
They really just. Oh my God. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm sorry, children.
So, what kind of advice would you give an up and coming stylist that wants to get into the business?
Passion.
Okay. Take it back to the passion.
Yeah, my biggest thing is whatever you choose to do, make sure you have passion behind it.
Okay.
That is first things first. You know, being a hairstylist, it's not an easy job.
Everybody like it because it's like glamorous and they
it's lovely. It's beautiful. It's a good thing to make beautiful feel. I mean, it's a good thing to make women feel beautiful.
Right.
You know, because we're dealing with children, we're dealing with our men, we're dealing with work. That stresses out alone. So to just come and sit down and relax and get your hair done, maybe have some wine, some champagne, whatever your stylist choose to do, that's a good feeling. So it's very important to have passion behind what you do. If you have social media, make sure you're running your social media properly, because everyone is going to watch what you do. Everybody's seeing what you're doing. Make sure you're using your platform in the right way, in the right purpose. And I lost my train of thought.
About a newbie coming in the business.
Make sure you take the time out to just really learn what you're doing, because like I said, being a hairstylist is not easy, and people think it is. You know, we deal with clients, sometimes we deal with some bad clients that we just don't want back. Let's hurry up and get our hair done.
Right.
You know, we have great clients, and sometimes we don't be in our best days too.
Yeah.
So I think that's my biggest thing. Whatever you're going through at home or whatever that you're facing in life, leave it at the door before you enter your workspace.
Yes.
Because what affects you outside of these walls will affect you inside.
Right.
So it's very important to make sure that you come to work with, just clear your head. And that's why passion is important.
Right.
It's important.
Passion mode.
Passion is important, y'all. I keep saying it because that is the first thing that's going to keep y'all going,
It's so true.
Without passion, you are not going to move the way you're supposed to move.
Yes.
You're not going to do what you want to do. It means
having be doing a regular 9 to 5, doing it like a 9 to 5.
Exactly, and you don't want to look at this business like that because you're gonna hate it.
Up the post office because they ain't doing nothing with their
Yes. Like
I doing work for money.
Man, and when I got out of high school, I went straight to cosmetology school, and I didn't think it was something that I'd be doing. But I ended up getting a scholarship to the Inglewood Adult School. Oh, okay. And it's not open no more, but I loved it. And I took it for granted because I stopped going for 2 months. Oh, and my teacher was like, in order for you to get back into school, you need to pay $125. I was like, I'm not even making $25.
Right.
So, how am I gonna get $125 just to get back in school? And I had to tell myself, like, I need to quit playing because school was closing around that time.
Yes.
She told me, she said, Ericka, I need you to finish because if you don't finish, you are going to have to start all over again. And you almost to the finish line. I said, Ericka, get it together. I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna get my 1,600 hours, and I'm gonna do what I need to do.
That's good.
But that was me having passion in what I believed. I believe in my business. I believe in myself, and I believe in everything that I do.
Hair at a young age, or have you always had passion?
I started like doing my friends' ponytails. Fresh out of high school, and I was like, oh, let me do your hair, but I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
When I got out of high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know I could do hair as good either. So when I went into school, I fell in love with, my classmates. My teacher, she was awesome. And I learned from my teacher. I learned from my classmates. And I was like, I really love this. Okay. I love this. And it just came naturally to me. Any
family members that do hair?
My aunt used to do hair.
Okay.
Yeah, they used to do hair.
I'm sure that was some inspiration right there.
Yeah, it was. It was just so crazy. And then my grandma used to take me to get my hair done.
Okay.
And I would close my eyes when I get my hair done, and I would feel how she's doing my hair. And when I used to get like sew-ins, I would feel how she's just, following along the braid pattern. So I was like, this is my journey.
Right.
This is my journey. And I get questions every day on how to start, what to do, and what I need to do. And I always stress that having passion is important.
Right.
Don't
come in our industry, Terry.
No, please don't. Please don't. No. I love it.
So thank you so much, Miss Ericka, for your interview.
I hope you guys enjoyed me.
Yes, of course I enjoyed you.
It was lovely.
Before we go, give us your social media if they want to contact you, if they want you to do their hair.
Yeah.
How can they get in contact with you?
So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is hairstylist_LA. That's my only social media platform that I run my business on. So you'll see all my work. Feel free to DM me. Feel free to comment, share my pictures, and don't be afraid to ask me anything because I'm all ears and I'm willing to help, advise, and give you guys any suggestions that you have to enter into this hair industry. And thank you.
What about, do you do wigs?
Yeah, I do wigs.
You do wigs?
I do wigs. I do. I reconstruct wigs and I hand make wigs. But I told myself I was gonna stop doing the hand making wigs because it take a lot of time.
It does. I try.
It take a lot of time, and that's how I learn. Yeah, that's how I learn. It's the hand make wigs. But I still do it here and there. I do.
Okay. Okay. So y'all can hit her up for some wig styling.
Yeah.
As well. And thank you so much. Before we go, I want to leave you guys with this little quote from Mahatma Gandhi. And it says, whenever you are confronted with an opponent, conquer him with love.
Yeah, I like that. Love conquers all.
Yep. There you go.
Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Entrepreneurship and knowledge, bringing all of this. Hey, we gon' take it beyond the chair. Hey, we gon' take it beyond the chair.